Health. I'm at Just Fitness for You this morning. I'm going to do a foam roller video for you today. And I was gonna just do a recording, but I thought, I might as well go live. And if you guys aren't doing anything and you have a foam roller and you wanna join me with the foam roller, you're more than welcome. So this video will be available to you. It'll upload and be recorded. So funny, I never know where to look when I'm actually doing these live videos on my phone. But anyway, so you see I've got my mat set up and I've got a couple of different foam rollers. Not all foam rollers are identical, so obviously. So anyway, again, if you want to join me with this, you're more than welcome to. And I'm going to sit down here and just kind of explain the foam rollers and the differences. Okay? So, hello. Your foam rollers. This one is a trigger point therapy type foam roller. It's got little knobbies on it, and it's actually going to kind of, because some of the areas are protruding, it's going to hit some, certain areas of the body, little trigger point areas, which is great. It's nice, it's kind of squishy, so it's a little bit more comfortable. I guess it's small. You can also find foam rollers that are really long. Those are good too. I mean, really, generally speaking, foam rollers are what you use to. It's called myofascial release. So let's say this is your muscle here, and this is your skin. And between your muscle and your skin, there's actually this fibrous tissue called fascia. Okay, and so what it's doing, and you want that fascia, and this is one reason why hydration is so important, is you want that fascia to stay hydrated, and you want all those fibers to be alive, and because there's connectors in there, and they talk to each other, and you don't want all that to just adhere down to the muscle. That's what makes you super, super tight, and you want to be more pliable. Anyway, foam rolling is great. I whatever you have, or even if you don't have one, if you get one, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to text me or send me a message, and I'll answer your questions the best I can. And I did take a foam rolling course. It's been a few years ago, but when I took this course, I got this one. This is called a Rollga, and it's spelled R-O-L-L-G-A. This particular roller is, to me, the best. You have areas where you can put some of your joints, that actually kind of sit in there, and then it's able to roll areas of the body that something like that would not be able to. Calf muscles, arms, you can roll out arms. It's really nice. So it actually hits a little bit differently. And what's really cool about it, very important, your spine and those muscles along the edge of the spine. So your spine would go right here, and this would be rubbing on the spine. This thing is amazing. I absolutely love it. I use it a few times a week. I probably really should use it more, probably every day. But rolling is, it's a great tool to help keep those muscles and fibers in the body functional and pliable and moving. Anyhow, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start just with the spine. All right. So, and like I said, any foam roller you've got, you want to remember you never want to roll the lower part of your back, like roll it back and forth. It's not protected by a rib cage. Okay, there's no protection back there whatsoever, so you have to be really gentle with that area. I like to just kind of gently lay back on it, right there, and kind of rock back and forth gently. So I've got some bulging discs down in the lower back that act up once in a while. and this helps kind of create that little bit of balance and massages them. And always breathe when you're doing your foam rolling. Don't forget to breathe. You know, I always say that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just walk down gently. And then I hit the thoracic. So once I hit the thoracic, where the rib cage is, that's where the action really starts taking place. So you wanna just roll yourself, breathe. And I just gently work my way all the way up in between the shoulder blades. You may even want to just sit there. There is no real rule to foam rolling except that you don't want to roll the lower back. Yeah. So I'll take my arms back. I'll get a little bit deeper into those shoulder blades because now I've opened it all up back there. What's nice about the Rolga as well is that I'll bring my bottom down and relax, and then I'll roll all the way where my neck is right there, lying on, you know, this, my vertebrae is right in between the two sections, and so it's supporting, and I'm getting a nice deep massage right there. And I kind of rock back and forth so I can feel it. Something you want to do, but not forcefully, ever. And you got to be careful of the hair, and then roll back again. You can lean gently to one side, feel it a little deeper on the shoulder, in the back of the shoulder, and then lean to the other side, same thing. Breathe. So my lower body is just my support system. Then I'm going to go ahead and roll all the way down. And once again, I'm just going to kind of rock back and forth gently on that lower back. Not really rolling, just a gentle rock. And then I get right there up into the sacrum. All right? So we're going to work our way down, all the way down the back of the body first. So I'm going to sit on my roller. Okay, again, my tailbone, my spine with the Rolga, I have that nice indention in the middle. So that's a little support with the knobs on the sides, where now I'm getting right there into the glute. And I'm just going to roll back and forth. Right there. Breathe. All right. Good. And once that's loosened up a little bit, then I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So I don't roll off my roller. And then I'm going to extend the legs and massage the back of the leg. Really opening up all those fibers. And I tend to, just so I'm kind of hitting the whole back of the leg, I'll rotate my legs in and out a little bit here. What's also really nice about rolling, especially for us women who tend to have a little bit more of the cellulite on the back of the legs and in the glutes, you're kind of loosening up that fiber back there. And it just makes the appearance a little less, doesn't take it away, mind you, but it makes the appearance of it a little bit less. Good, so we hit those hamstrings. I'm gonna walk right there into the calf muscles. So I'm gonna put my ankles in the roller I've got to support myself with my hands. I mean, you don't necessarily have to. You can, you know, do one leg at a time and support yourself with the other leg. And of course your arms behind you. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do both at the same time. So you always have options here. I'm going to do the backs of my calf muscles. Now, if I wanted to do a weighted roll, I'd cross the right leg over and it gets a little bit deeper. Breathe. And let's go to the other side. Just a few rolls. Breathe. Good. Whew. Feels good. You can go a little slower if you want to go a little deeper, kind of press into it. I'm going to do this side one more time. Woo. Nice. All right, you guys. So that's the back of the body. We're going to move into the side of the body. Of course, I'm going to have to do both sides because I don't want to be unbalanced. But again, with the Rollga, my favorite roller, I'm going to be able to put my shoulder right there in that groove. And I'm going to lay on my side and just put my shoulder right there. Now, if you don't have a Rollga, you can still put your shoulder on the roller. It's going to hurt, or maybe not. Maybe tender. I say it's going to hurt only because my muscles are always on fire. All right, you guys, right here. So the shoulder is in the groove, and I'm rolling down, just supporting myself with my legs. Breathe. I've got my arm at 90 degrees because I'm focusing on that shoulder down into kind of it hits a little bit of the bicep and the tricep, just a little bit. Good, so just the top of the arm here, into the shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to release that, and I'm going to move on down. I don't ever roll the side of my body like in the rib cage or anything, but I do come up onto the hip. So I place that roller again. I'm still on that large end where that groove is. I'm going to support myself on my elbow. Straighten out that bottom leg. You can cross this leg over the front or in the back, whatever's most comfortable for you. And there you are, right there in the hip. You feel that in the back of the glute as well. Breathe through it. If you want to go a little bit higher, go a little bit higher. There's no real point in going onto the bone. And then go ahead and come up, roll it a little bit lower onto the leg. Again, I'm going to come to my forearm. And now we're going to hit the IT band and kind of into the front of the quad. This is actually always very, and I'm just going to say it, it's quite painful for me because my IT band is so tight. Okay? Breathe through it. A lot of, and you wouldn't think it, but the tightness of the IT band and the quadricep down here attaches to that knee, right? And we think we're having knee issues when what's happening is the quads and the IT band are super, super tight and it's pulling on that knee joint. So if you loosen all that up, your knees might feel better. Breathe. All right, I think I've had enough of that. And then you can also do the side of the calf muscle. Again, you're supporting yourself on your forearm. You kind of feel that along the side of the shin there. And then we're gonna have to do the other side. You don't ever wanna go unbalanced where you've loosened up one side, but you haven't loosened the other. So let's go ahead and roll into the shoulder. Right there. Remember 90 degrees. Breathe. And just do as much as you can take. Remember, sometimes rolling is like a really deep tissue massage. That's how it's supposed to feel. If you want less pressure, put your hip down. Yep. And then just use the body. But if you want more pressure, bring that hip up. And you have more pressure into the roller. All right, moving down to the hip. Supporting yourself on your forearm. For those of you that have a hard time getting up and down off the ground, all right, put a table or a bench or a chair, something beside you, anywhere you decide to come down to the floor, so at least you have something to grab onto as you're coming up, right? Plus, it's a good thing that you're practicing getting down and getting up and down on the floor. It's important, especially as we get older. You want to find yourself on the ground, but not on the ground, not being able to get up. Ooh, that feels good. All right, I'm going to move down to the IT band and then to the quad. I ordered, just FYI, I did order my Rolga. Or did I? I did not. I actually bought my Rolga at a convention, but you can order these off of Amazon. Breathe. Be gentle with it. Listen to your body, like I always say. All right. I'm going to move down to the side of that calf muscle. And if there's certain areas of the body that are bothering you more than others, you know, work it a little bit and then rest. Work it a little bit and then rest. And there's really no set limit as to how many times you do this a day or a week. It would probably be good for you to do it every single day if you wanted to take the time and do so. All right, we're gonna move to the front of the body now. So interestingly enough, we're able to get the pectoral muscle and the front of the shoulder, okay? And then I'm gonna roll down into the arm. So I'm actually gonna use the end of it so I can support myself with the other side. And I've got the front of the shoulder and I'm gonna lay down, okay, right there. And I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna feel that right there in the pectoral and the front of the shoulder. Breathe. This looks really funny, I know. A position that y'all don't usually see me in unless I'm teaching yoga. There we go. Good. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna roll that whole arm. So I'm just rolling that arm. What's really nice is I've got that groove, like I said, in this particular roller. I mean, you could still use a regular foam roller and roll the arm. And then if you want to, you can roll the arm like this, right? Get in the back of that tricep. Okay, so there's different things that you can do with the arms. All right, so we're gonna move forward. You know what, on the side, I did forget to show you the lat muscle. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the lat muscle. I'm gonna do this side first. And I'm gonna put that lat muscle, so I'm gonna take my arm above, and that lat muscle is right there in that groove. And this is another painful area for me. So, because my lats are always so tight. Good. Crazy enough as I can feel it in the front of the shoulder. That's how tight everything is. But it's all connected, right? All right, that's good on that side. All right, we're gonna continue. Let me do this other side real quick with the pectoral muscle and the shoulder. So again, I'm on the edge of the roller. I'm gonna put my shoulder down and on. Arm is behind me. Okay, actually I'll turn around so you can see. Arm is behind me, right there. And I'm just rolling, keeping my booty in the air, my knees in the ground. It's easier, you need to be able to support your body to do these various rolling techniques. Breathe. And again, if it hurts too much, don't force yourself to do it, okay? Don't force it. You can roll maybe once or twice, and then let it go, and then try it again a little bit later as you start to loosen everything up. All right, I put my lat muscle in right there. Arm is above my head. I'm gonna work that lat muscle. Y'all are probably enjoying the fact that this is painful for me. Wow. Breathe. All right, we're almost there. We've got quadriceps next. Yep, that's enough of that. All right. So your quadriceps, easy enough, right? You're gonna put your quads in the divots there, or just on the flat roller, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna roll back and forth, whee! So just using your forearms. Now listen very carefully. You do not want to sink the body down into the ground. You need to hold that core up and tight on the forearms, okay? You are in like a dolphin plank position. You need to hold yourself there so you don't hurt your lower back. And I'm just rocking back and forth using my forearms. Okay. Breathe. Those are tight. remember, if you want to add a little weight, so I'm going to show you adding a little weight, you just cross the other leg over. So you're focused more on that one leg. I'm going to get closer to the knee. That way I'm loosening up those muscles around the knee joint. And then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to cross the other leg over and take the pressure out of that right leg. And so I'm now more in the left. Feels good. Get a little closer to the knee. You don't want to be on the knee so much. Just right there at the top of the knee. All right. So as far as the, we didn't actually do the hips on the front. So you can also do the hips on the front. You just want to lean to one side, right there. So you're not necessarily you don't want to be like flat on the pelvic floor. So you want to just gently on that hip, and then a little roll on the other hip. Not so much, just a little bit. So you're a little bit more on the front of that hip and not on the back of the hip. Yeah, that one, that's okay. It's pretty loose. So right there near the hip flexors. We're gonna work our way down to the shins. I'm gonna place the bottoms of my legs on my roller, of course supporting myself with my hands, and then walk myself out, and then roll in and out. So with those divots, it's great, because it's not gonna be sitting on the bone of the shin, but it's massaging around the shin bone. Hold your core nice and tight in these as well. Remember, I think you can probably put one knee down and just do one leg at a time. Yep, just like that. I'm so used to doing both. So that's good. Get closer to the ankle. And then the other side, same thing. So roll out and in. And a little closer to the ankle. Ooh, those muscles are tender in there. There we go. All right. Okay, you guys, I think that's enough with the roller today. Thank you for inquiring and wanting a video in regards to the roller. I want to thank Ina from Egypt. She's the one that really wanted this and had kept asking for it. So I hope that it has brought a little bit of light into the subject and has helped you figure out how to use your roller and what areas you can roll the body. Anyway, it's been a pleasure to be with you here today. I'm gonna sign off on this video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start another video. I'm gonna do, coming up, a floor yoga class, okay? I'm not sure how long I'll go for, probably 45 minutes. But if you want to join me with yoga, I'm going to go live with that as well. Keep your bodies hydrated. Make sure you drink lots and lots and lots of water so you can keep your fascia hydrated. Okay, and I will see you soon. Namaste.